Okay, scholars, welcome back to day 2 of our flashlight project. And hopefully you held on to your artwork from last time so that you can jump right in with me. And today we're going to talk about adding our background. So before we do anything else to this, we want to go ahead and add a horizon line. A horizon line is where the sky meets the ground. So everything above that horizon line is in your sky. Everything below the horizon line is on your ground. So you want to make sure that you are drawing your horizon line somewhere where the character's feet are touching the ground. So for example, I'm going to put my horizon line somewhere about here. And because we're outside, you can make it kind of curvy if you want. Maybe you're in a hilly area. Maybe there are, maybe it's straight across. If you would rather do it that way, it's totally up to you. So there is my horizon line. And I'm going to show you an example of kind of completing the background. Wait until I am finished showing my example before you guys get started, because I don't want you to copy mine exactly. I just want to show you some ideas about how you can add your background. So really quickly, I'll show you. If you're at home, then you should have seen in the video the drawing guide that I included, and you're welcome to go back to that section of the video and kind of press pause, and there will be an area where you can see the drawing guide. You might even pause this video, and these are just some ideas about things that you can add to your background. And so you'll notice that we're kind of going to be focusing on texture a little bit in this project. Texture is how something feels. So when we're drawing our pictures, we want to think about what those things might feel like and add a lot of fun details that way. So those are just some examples that you're welcome to use. And so now I'm going to draw mine. So first, I think I am going to start with a tree, and I think maybe I'm going to try this tree right here. Remember that you can use pencil, colored pencil or crayon, whatever works best for you. And I'm just going to start by doing a tree. I want the tree trunk to be touching the ground, and it's going to go up. And I can draw some of the tree trunks, or the branches, I mean. And then I'm going to try to do a little fun texture here. So I'm just kind of doing these little curvy lines. Then I think I'm going to add a little bunny. I think this guy's really cute. So I'm going to try that bunny. I'm going to draw him here at the bottom. And maybe I want to do some of these fun plants over here. I'm going to do some of these plants. So for the plants, I'm just going to kind of put them in places where I think will look good in my artwork. Notice how I'm filling up my space, but I'm not actually coloring everything in. I still want to leave a good amount of the black paper showing through, because that's going to help me know that this picture is taking place at night. So I'm just kind of adding in some fun details. Maybe I will add in some of these little rocks here. I think those look really fun too. Maybe I'll add in some little mushrooms here. Maybe just some grass. Maybe in other areas I add some grass. Then I want to also think about some things that I can add into my sky. And of course I need to worry about my illumination here. So in this next section, I'm going to show you how to add your illumination. So when you go to add your illumination, you want to think about what's going to make the most sense for where your illumination is. If your flashlight went a different direction, you might be able to include a tree or even an animal that would be on the ground. Because my illumination is in the sky, I'm going to think about animals that I could see in the sky if I held a flashlight up at night. So I think I'm gonna draw a bat. And actually this bat is not on the drawing guide, but I'm gonna do a little bat. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna take a pencil and I'm gonna draw my bat in here because I don't wanna use white crayon on my white illumination. I'm gonna draw just my little bat. There's his little bat things, his little body here. And then when I start to add his wings, whenever I get to the edge of the illumination, I'm gonna go back to adding my white. So instead of finishing the rest of that with pencil, I'm going to draw where it goes off with white. Then I'm gonna come back here with pencil and go back down to the side of my illumination. And again, I'm gonna finish with the white, anywhere where it's not on the white paper. Then I can go in and color my bat with whatever color it would actually be in real life, because this part we're actually getting to see through the light. So I could keep working on this. I'm not quite finished yet, but I hope you'll see. I did mess up a little bit on his face, but hey, art teachers aren't perfect either. So there is my little bat. I've colored him in on the part where he actually shows up on the flashlight or the illumination part. And then I just used the white crayon or colored pencil to add the details of his wings where you can't see that anymore on the flashlight. I've also gone in and added some texture to my drawing, so make sure that you're going in and adding texture. Here's my other completed example that I showed you. And so this one I chose to do the owl. And again, I added probably a lot more details on this one. I spent a little bit more time on this, but I want you guys to have time to work. So for the rest of your specials time today, you are going to finish up your flashlight projects. If you need more time after today, it might be something you could come back to later, but ideally by the end of today, you can get pretty close to being finished with your flashlight project.